Let's check
Avenger
what Black
plotting
Market has
new
this month.
course.
So we actually have intel now, so we can actually start spending it instead of being out of it 24/7.
Market is open.
Alloys, Ilaria crystals. We do need Ilaria crystals. Ooh, autoloaders and superior agility. Autoloaders are pretty great. It's a free action, basically, whenever we run out of ammo. I think we can actually upgrade this if we had the supplies for it. Which we can if we use the intel to buy the supplies.
Scilab upgraded.
Hooray! Now we can train 2 Psi operators at the same time. Probably wish we had that a long time ago, but ah well, hindsight.
Setting course for the Western U.S. precinct.
The results of our breakthrough were quite fascinating.
AR swords do extra damage. I think this might be a good time to actually go back to Autopsies. Since I don't think we're not going to need that intel for a while.
The elders have always been elusive.
Our people seem to work well together, Commander. Understood, Commander. My followers will appreciate the support of your soldiers.
We have made a number of new discoveries, Commander. Even my own intellectual curiosity is not enough to overcome my doubts as to whether or not it was really a wise decision for our troops to bring this particular specimen on board the ship.
An inherently terrifying and unpleasant species to encounter by surprise, I can only admire our troops for their courage in dealing with a species known as the chrysalid. Mirroring the general form of a common arthropod, immediately noticeable is the sleek, armored exoskeleton protecting a segmented body. Of particular concern for our troops are the honed points of the chrysalid's fangs and legs, capable of inflicting critical injuries on their own. They also allow for a creature's gruesome means of rapid reproduction on the field. Although Central Officer Bradford insists that he witnessed a different, equally invasive means of chrysalid gestation during the earliest days of war, there is no evidence that such attacks still occur today. Unfortunately, from what he described, I would say the aliens have actually evolved the process into a more efficient and deadly solution. The chrysalids we see today inject a venom that immediately begins softening the structure of the victim's internal organs, preparing the subject to serve as both the material for a gestation cocoon and as a ready supply of nutrients for the chrysalid young. Should the victim fail to receive medical support and expire, the cocoon will form shortly thereafter. Assuming the cocoon is not destroyed during the initial gestation period, we can expect up to 3 chrysalid young to emerge after an impressively short period of growth. Recent reports from the field indicate some form of burrowing behavior, perhaps another evolution of past techniques, in this case likely for defensive purposes. Our troops will be well advised to watch where they step in the future. R. Tigan. Yeah, in the previous XCOM game, chrysalids would just flat out kill you, and anyone killed by a chrysalid would rise up as a zombie, and a fully grown chrysalid would burst out from the zombie body. So that was not very pleasant. I can finally break down the sectopod, I guess. I think the only autopsy we're missing is a gatekeeper.
From what I've been told, our troops took to calling this large robotic unit a sectopod, under the initial assumption that it was being controlled by a sectoid pilot. On closer inspection, we can see that is not the case. not unlike the mechanized Advent units, which were likely derived from the sectopod itself. This machine seems to be entirely autonomous.
There we go. Continent bonus get.
Setting course for Sector 1, the Arctic.
Our cooperation has proven to be a boon to the Resistance. My followers will lead this action to victory.
And what do we have? Lost mech units. Should get an engineer. Avatar equipment. I guess it really depends on what we're countering. We also want to try to take down a gatekeeper. Yeah, I think this might be good. We don't want to suffer from poison. Additional explosives, hopefully that's not going to be a problem. But this one's going to be a problem. I think we can get this.
Setting course for Sector 6, Eastern Europe.
And let's see if we can get the gatekeeper corpse too.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position for deployment.
We got a tip from one of our Resistance contacts that Advent is moving a data vault carrying files critical to their latest project through this area on a transport vehicle. We're heading in to seize that data. It's the only way we're going to slow down their operation. Take out any hostile forces near the transport, secure the area, and lock down the assets. Menace 1-5, we've got a bead on the Advent data vault near your position. Be advised, self-detonating charges are in place at the target. Move to disarm and extract the package before its contents are destroyed.
We march towards enlightenment.
Heading there now. Affirmative, covering now.
Rolling. Going up. Affirmative. Covering now. Confirmed. Going up. Eyes on the prize. Afirmativo, en camino. La unión hace la fuerza. for the cause. One of their patrols approaches. On my way. Eyes on the prize.
Right now, we should wait for them to either find us or we take the fight to them.
Closing on target position now. I'm on it.
Actually, this seems like a pretty good idea.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
I'm on it. Roger, I've got my eyes on. Órdenes confirmadas. Marchando.
So we leave
Eyes on
you
the
on
prize.
Overwatch. Well, you two on Overwatch. And then go here and then do...
I strike for my people! Ready yourselves for the fight!
Needs more damage.
Ah, come on!
And down goes the Archon.
Hostile terminated.
And for you two, let's give you a little Void Rift.
Ah!
Thank you for being in perfect range of one Void Rift. No insanity, sadly.
My cover will only hold so long!
Ooh, got an Overwatch off. Perfect.
Hostile target down. Suffer my rage!
Moving to position. Scanning.
On Overwatch. Come get some. Marchando. Poniéndome en guardia. Finally.
And there they are. Dang it, missed.
Get it together! I'm coming for you.
Let's do a run and gun and then go up here
Tired of
and
waiting
then
around.
shoot the Archon from closer range. Or a range where we can actually see it. 98%, I like those odds.
Who's keeping score? Here I come. Advent forces on the ground.
Oh, look, there's a gatekeeper. Unfortunate. We are not perfect. We we're not exactly ready for that one. We'll have to snipe it down.
Got something. You want some more? So here it is. Whoa!
Wow, that's a very large range.
Look good!
Yeah, that's a move that killed
How many
killed
is
one of
that
us
now?
last time we fought it.
That didn't feel good.
Ow. We're fine. We'll be fine.
Entendido, en movimiento. Hard target, minimal damage. What did you expect?
That's a gatekeeper down and heavy mech down. Please? No, not enough damage.
It hit the plate.
That's fine. We can just do this.
A righteous strike.
Heading out.
That's a trooper down.
Target neutralized. Menace 1-5, we're not picking up further contacts near your position. Site is secure. Move on the target before the charges detonate.
No retreat. Ven y verás. Scanning.
Menace 1-5, we're not picking up further contacts near your position. Site is secure. Move on the target before the charges detonate. Menace 1-5, the clock is ticking. That detonator isn't going to wait. Get to the vault and disarm it before we run out of time. Menace 1-5, this is Avenger. We have positive confirmation of the target package. Move to acquire.
Detonator disarmed. Is that all the enemies,
I have
or...?
the item in safekeeping.
Status confirmed.
Yep.
All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Gatekeeper is an Gatekeeper
The
really
speaker
isn't.
commended loyal
fucked.
citizens today for standing up to those who would abandon our values for those
Pain in
of
my
the old
butt.
world. The remarks followed a moment of silence for peacekeepers slain by XCOM.
Look at all these wounded and tired people. Ooh, we got a repeater.
Hello, Commander.
Setting course for the Arctic.
Plasma blaster.
I do not think I could have predicted this outcome, though it is intriguing.
Central claims to have seen one of these things up close back in the day. Despite a lot of speculation, there was no pilot to be found once we pried it open.
When we first brought this thing in, some of the troops were still adamant that once we opened it up, we'd find a sectoid or worse at the helm. Fortunately, our precautions weren't necessary. There's nothing organic inside, no operator providing physical directions. Unless they're triggering it remotely, all indications point to this sectopod being an entirely autonomous weapon, operating according to the parameters of its system programming. This is exactly the sort of weapon that would have raised eyebrows in the past. I know Dad would have been apprehensive about arming a robot and sending it on its way. It's pretty clear at this point the aliens aren't bound by any moral or ethical obligations. If it's efficient and instructive, they seem to have no problem setting it loose on us. Lily Shen. And we can get Gremlin Mark III. Give our specialists a much needed boost. For that, we're gonna need more supplies. Only 50 supplies, so we can wait a little.
Yes, Commander.
Next research. And a fabled Gatekeeper autopsy.
This specimen, henceforth referred to as the Gatekeeper, seems to harbor considerable psionic power. As with the alien's other unique biomechanical field unit, it will take some time to decipher the systems involved in its function.
Commander, there were a few wounded during the latest covert action, but after a few days' rest, everyone will be ready to get back out there.
We will begin the covert action immediately, Commander.
I have made a number of interesting discoveries, Commander. I have come to suspect that this creature's unusual appearance is somehow directly connected to its notable psionic aptitude. The aliens always have some reasoning to their actions, even as twisted as it is often revealed to be.
Having encountered a number of aliens capable of wielding psionic power, it should come to as no surprise that their aptitude and abilities are often unique to a given species. In this case, the subject henceforth referred to as the Gatekeeper is on the extreme end of the spectrum in terms of psionic sensitivity. However, our efforts to analyze the subjects have so far revealed little in terms of actual purpose or intention in the field. Unlike the Codex, so far we found nothing that would allow the Gatekeeper to open or control a rift. All current indications point to an unusually independent, unpredictable species, our Tygan. Warlock weapon is fire. We can get done in one day.
Begin our research immediately.
Oh, we're gonna run out of researchers.
We completed our research in remarkable time, Commander.
The Elder's chosen Warlock, perhaps their most powerful psionic command unit, fielded a number of potent abilities to gain physical control over those he was sent to pursue. However, as with most who find themselves in the throes of battle when all else failed, the Warlock would return to the conventional and strike this relatively nondescript rifle. Despite an increase in size owing to the chosen physical stature, the weapon itself is deceptively light and weighed in delicate weight, and delicate imbalance. Although it would appear to fire the standard Advent round, there is an unexpected variance in effective range that I can so far only attribute to an unknown material lining the weapon's barrel. Although it is unlikely we'd be able to accurately replicate the weapon in its entirety, I have authorized continued field trials to the indulgence of our troops. Even if the results yield no further research benefit, they will no doubt enjoy turning this weapon against the aliens who crafted it. R. Tigan. Disruptor Rifle, and improved B-Weapons Breakthrough. I'll take it. More damage is better.
I assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Oh no, an additional Avatar project progress. Whatever will we do?
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
We'll be fine.
Commander, we've located one of their facilities.
Ooh. New facility in New Indonesia. Oh yeah, we have another retaliation strike coming up.
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
Chosen activity? What chosen? Haha. Chosen are fucking dead. What's this one? Rounds that cause a bleeding effect. Ew. Damage over time is always not fun. I mean, we don't really have any other orders that we can take advantage of.
Order understood.
We're reading you.
Avenger
Let's see what's on
plotting
Black
new
Market this
course.
month. We also got a retaliation strike coming up. Then we can also do
Market is open.
one of the story missions.
Setting course for Sector 15, West Asia.